Shanghai Dragons just coming off a win against the Charge yesterday, and Valiant, yeah, they ain't got a win yet.
Yeah, Valiant don't have a win yet, Lemon, but it's weird to say this again. Seems like at the moment they have at least isolated Fate. A well-placed sleep from Coldest takes them on down, and Lip has wrapped around the back trying to even this one up. Who are you? Give him a nano. The right clicks on to Sarsin, and that was easy shots to the head. Becky previously given over to Matt Genji. Sarsin getting aggressive, 3 people in the grab, it's a huge amount of squishies. However, the biotic field healing might be enough to keep people sustained. Who are you? Has brought out the blade, but he's simply swinging at nothing like a kid who's had too many sweets before an anime convention.
Valiant pushed up against the corner. Shanghai wanting to apply the pressure. You see Fate leading that charge, 99 to the Dragons, hoping to end this quickly. The Valiant are down 2. Dia still hasn't used the visor. We're waiting until Overwatch 3 at this point. And no supports means no chance for the Valiant, as Who Are You will cut the door down to anyone who wants to step by, and that'll be the first round for the Dragons. Becky is being annoying. Lip getting really low. And Izayaki down, the Dragons limited on heals. Lee Jae-gong trying to get those trades, even push people into the highway. Becky whiffs on the pulse bomb. Lee Jae-gong just too quick with it. As Valiant have lost their Ana player. At this point, Izayaki is back, and Lee Jae-gong has probably gotten the most frags on the Dragons. Back 99% to 0. Valiant just having issues getting back to the objective. Becky not able to stall for more than just a few seconds, as the barrier left over from Lee Jae-gong will be the final nail in the coffin, as the Shanghai Dragons take a very convincing map 1. Deep enough, they go on top of Big Rose. They try and stay in line of sight of Izayaki, who's close to Nano. Fate gets close enough to just zone off Dia, not necessarily fully commit to a kill, but Lexa's rotated forward instead of backwards where the rest of his team were, and he gets picked off. 2 fall for the defense, and now 3, as the Dragons surely will cap A.
Or simply a comms disruption there, Lemon. Nangsa went the wrong way, and it just meant that Coldest was cut off. You saw exactly where Fate dropped that shield. It meant that there was no healing event.
Fate will have the primal. He can play aggressive now. You have no excuse to be scared. Now we nano Who Are You? He dives into the back line. The Valiant are falling apart, and Dragons finally collapse onto a target and win a fight. Space. Sashin will get bullied by the rest of the Dragons. The barrier from Lee Jae-gong will assure of that, as Who Are You hopes to pop off with the blade. Has already found Dia. The visor getting no value for the defense, as the Dragons are in overtime. They can't afford to lose anyone, and I don't think they can. It's only Becky on the card, who's somehow assassinated Izayaki. Now this could spell trouble if the respawns of Valiant get back soon enough. Themselves, and it's up to Lip to get the visor in time, but Becky receives the nano, about to whip out the blade, and so it does. Slashes through 2, Izayaki and Lip fall, and the Valiant cap A with tons of time. I think got nanoed for a second, but he doesn't have the blade. It's actually Becky who's screaming at the top of his lungs, kill Fate, kill Izayaki. He's body blocking him from spawn. He's truly goated. Dragons are just falling apart. They've claimed 1 or 2 kills, so the Valiant have to finish this off quickly, and Becky will assure of that. The box of victory is there, and the Valiant will take a map.
Becky is goaded with the Sake, man. What? Get on top of the point. Coldest will return, though, with a nano in hand, and that means that there can be a recontest from Valiant.
Oh, the Wraith has been used from Dia, and he's so far from the team! Everyone is on the other side! Now you have Ice Block from Innovation. Does he want to commit the Blizzard? Everyone is surrounding him. Decides not to. Probably was going to get his ult canceled at this moment, so you're exactly right. That sleep on the Coldest was a nail in the coffin for the Valiant. Dia has been hunting him down, but this Primal Rage is doing a lot of work, and Coldest thinks it's winnable. He nanos Dia, and that sure is going to be a tank buster, but he says, put down this wall, my man. You're subbed in not to sabotage us, and Who Are You, Blades? And he gets nanoed and slaughters the Valiant, and the Dragons are meters from capping B. Unbranded sneakers to get around it, and the Dragons get first blood after first blood, and Coldest gets bubbled. A good job from Sashin, but Valiant are getting surrounded. They're trapped in a death pit. Innovation is now staggering himself too, and the Dragons at this pace are going to have a huge time. Enough. The nano could be the final straw, as Lip is also visoring, but the death blocks him into the grab has been too much. And now the Dragons are sent away. They still have time, but they used every ultimate they had, and they only needed a meter, but they fail. Fight. Seconds remain for the Dragons as Fate will dive in deeper. He has the Primal Rage. Helps almost Dia get back into the spawn room doors. Good juggling. Dia escapes. The Dragons only have one kill and it's on the Sashin. You deny the grab for now. Dia, he storms through. He's been nanoed, but he's been squashed. Picked by the backline Widow. And the Dragons only have 20.29 meters to go and the Valiant are still contesting somehow, but the Dragons will still complete.
Easily deflected by Who Are You?
The Blade, the Nano, Who Are You, doing it again as soon as the Valiant, our club Who Are You makes the call and he executes. Now Dragons are doing a good job of adapting. They might not even miss Coldest at all. Legion Gong tries to touch the card, Who Are You has to do it. The grab is thrown to stop the Dragons from contesting. This is a pretty solid timing from the Valiant. They just have to deal with Who Are You, who keeps touching this cart. Now Fate advances on the Zarya. He's used all his bubbles, and now he's gone, and the Valiant have a better time bank. Fate is in the back line, and Dia redirects his attention towards Fate. The wall to stop the supports from escaping into the building. That's actually so big for him from Innovation. When Dia got too aggressive, too eager for these kills, but it doesn't really matter. The Valiant, the job is done. With a minute 15, they will get the 33% and now lead the series against the
Cleanse. And Void can potentially block sleeps as well with bubbles. Important, crucial moments like on teleports.
I do like Dragon's comp a little bit more on this starting fight because Lip has the range, but Valiant are not going to let them even take advantage of that range. They're just going to push right into them. The speed from Lengsa is just overwhelming them. They've slept Lijiang Gong, and they go after the backline instead. Lijiang Gong, of course, will skate out of that pain, and Fleta has somehow dealt the same card back. A 3K just off primary fire alone, so the Dragons somehow survive. All right. Come here, bro. We got a Blizzard with your name on it. And Innovation will drop. It didn't drop. It's not canceled, right? It might have gotten canceled. It doesn't matter because Fleta is meta. That's all I care about. Death Blossom is huge. Valiant, few ults wasted. He just doesn't really have eyes at the back of his head. Just does not care about this Reaper. Lip doesn't have no regard to anyone's safety with this visor. Fleta, I mean, he's making a montage of Death Blossoms on this map, and this is a very rare occurrence to have a full capture on New Queen Street. A Blizzard is thrown from Innovation, but it's cold enough, and the Valiant are nowhere to be found. We are going to game. I mean, Becky is pretty good, and somehow he's scared of Lucio. Now Valiant a little bit split, now trying to dodge the visor from Lip. Void throws the grab into the hiding spot of the Valiant, and claims 3 of them. So, good fight win for the Dragons. As Dragons take a right side angle, they're a little bit split, and Becky couldn't execute. He gets executed himself, but Dia somehow blew himself up. You have a 4v4, but it's the grab advantage from the Valiant without DPS. That doesn't seem, by the way, to have enough damage. I wonder why. 99% to the Dragons. They don't have Izayaki. That doesn't seem to be a problem.
And the second that Lengsa pop the rally there will just instantly pop.
Meanwhile, the point has been flipped for the Dragons. The Valiant want it back, and they'll do everything and use blood and tears to do so. The Nano Blade from Becky surely is enough, and the Dragons will reset. The Valiant about to claim this back. Overtime will start. Is there anyone close? It's only Fleta, and I think they just let this one go. We're going to round 3.
I think I just heard a heavy...
But it's 65% for the Dragons. I mean, they did a ton of work at the start of this round. The Valiant, they're the ones who have weight on their shoulders.
Void has turned up, and Void has... Whoa, oh no! The miss on the ground! No way! Void has avoided it! The one avoid that was most valuable. Sarsin with the grab. Flub! Could it be a bait here? It is indeed a bait, Lemon.
Oh, the bubble's got in his way, though. The bubble's got in his way. The visor got nothing. And Fleta stuck into the back, and the supports are dead from the Valiant. The Dragons take back the point. The overtime will start. And it's only a Genji, a Becky, and you're not doing so fine. There's nothing fine about choking the millionth game 5 in a row. The Dragons will take the series.
It's a series that we've seen again and again, Lemon. Los Angeles Valiant are certainly not in control. Lijiang and Void, champions of Overwatch, keeping their cool from the bait and the...